What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Let's Play. In the previous episode, we made our way over to Candlelight City. We had a rival battle against Drake, and then we made our way here to Iron Island, where we cleared out, I would say, about 60% of it so far. We still got the other section where we got to go with Riley, so that's pretty much the only part we have left. So today, we're probably going to finish up Iron Island and take on the gym, if I had to imagine. So if you guys are hyped for that, make sure you hit that like button down below, because it would be very much appreciated. But first and foremost, let's do a quick team recap. So we got Shy, our Mew, here at level 34. Timid Nature, which I forgot it was a Timid Nature. That's really decent, actually. With Ancient Power, Flamethrower, Psychic, and Thunderbolts. We got Trident, our Manaphy, at level 44 with Tail Glow, Surf, Acid Armor, and Ice Beam. Then we got Shahaha, our Skunk Tank, at level 45 with Night Slash, Flamethrower, Toxic, and Mental Shock. We got Join, our Torterra, here at level 46 with Crunch, Razor Leaf, Leech Seed, and EQ. We got Lisa, our Shiny Altaria, at level 45 with Cotton Guard, Dragon Pulse, Hurricane, and Moonblast. And last but not least, we have Frisco, our Luxray, at level 46 with Howl, Spark, Bite, and Volt Switch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our team. But first, I'm actually going to swap out our Manaphy to the front, because I believe we have fought everybody in this room. And I was mentioning this in the previous episode. Ooh, we got Iron Tail. When we do the double battles with Riley, I want to clear it out as quickly as possible. So surfing everything with Manaphy is going to be like the power play. But yeah, in in the previous episode, I was talking to you all about. Hold on, I'll say this after we get into this dialogue. You are? Okay, you're Tristan. I'm Riley. I'm a trainer, and yes, it's a bit odd that I would be training here. If you'd like, we could team up. The wild Pokemon here are restless. I'd gladly like to team up. If your Pokemon get hurt, I'll heal them up. Thanks, man. But, in the previous episode, I was saying how episode 2 of this series is our most popular video, which I'm very, very appreciative of that, because, like, it smashed through my most popular video, and really, really quickly, too. I've not had a video pop off that quickly, and it's a video, it's not a stream either, which is the cool thing about it. So like that's why I'm like really ecstatic about this, and I'm really hoping we get another video in the series like that, because like I really want these videos to do as well as they are. And to be honest, I'm not even sure how to describe my feelings other than I'm thankful for the amount of views that video has gotten so far. And if it happens again, like, much love. But yeah, I wasn't sure how well the videos were going to do, because this is like, it's a new game, so it's like, yes, people are gonna click on it, but it's also like, hey, we got a bunch of other people who are recording these videos, so we're gonna push theirs out first, then yours is gonna kind of be put on the back burner, which I understand that. That makes sense. Like, push people who obviously have a bigger following first. But it would just be nice if, like, my videos somehow got into the circulation a bit. Like, I'm not trying to sound desperate with it, but it's just like, it'd be cool if my videos got pushed further. And that's kind of how I'm seeing episode 2. It's just like, it's one of those things where it's just going up and up, because more and more people are clicking on it. So it's just like, more and more people are just watching it. So that video is doing so much better than all the other videos in this series because of it. And it might just come down to the fact that it needs a catchy title for more people to click on it. Who knows? I'm not sure, but like, maybe I just need like an informative video of like, oh, like when we get to the battle tower, like the legendaries, like doing things like that. Like, that's kind of just the game that you gotta play with YouTube with things like that. It's like, as much as it's good for me that I am sitting down and taking my time playing the game, a lot of people want to get out there and have that stuff be there first, because if that stuff is there first, then more people are going to click on that video because it's like, you have what I'm looking for in this moment in time, so I'm going to click on it. And in cases like mine, where I'm going to probably put this stuff out sooner, or like I should say soon, but it's not going to be like the first thing. It's probably not going to do nearly as well, obviously, but it's not necessarily the point at the same time, because like there's going to be a lot of kids who get these games for Christmas, so I'm going to have hopefully a good enough audience to where like when they get these games for Christmas and they're like, oh my god, I want to know how to get Heatran. It's like, here's what you have to do to catch Heatran. It's not that hard. Which is a great thing. It's a great thing, in fact. And it's kind of one of those things that I sit down and I look at and it's like, would editing some of these videos, like for like walkthroughs and things like that, be easier with like the TikTok app and then like sort of transferring it over to YouTube? Maybe. I don't know. It's one of those things again where it's like I'm stuck in the issue of like not having a good video editing software, one that obviously doesn't have watermarks in it. And like in the case, like I was saying in the previous episode, I don't have a job currently, so I can't necessarily ask for just $60 for like a yearly subscription to an editing software that I'm not sure if I'm going to even use all that much, because it just wouldn't sit well with me if I did that. And that's kind of like, that's how you get to know the type of person that I am. It's like, I don't feel comfortable asking for money, because I owe. It's like, I feel like I owe you so much in return when I ask just like once, and even though it's just a one-time thing, it's like, nah, I gotta do it, or else I'm gonna go insane. And that's just like a moral code. That's just kind of what I've done with things. But yeah, I'm wondering if for like those type of tutorials, if like, as long as they're like shorter, because obviously you don't want super long videos for certain things, because like some people might be like, oh, I just need to know how to get this and be done. So it's like your watch time isn't going to be necessarily good, but as long as they like click on the video and they play through it, then yeah, like you're set. You are set in stone. Yeah, you're gonna regret that, Krogan. Wow, I'm surprised the Medicam lived. I thought he was gonna for sure die, but I guess not. I healed up all my health from that sucker punch too, so I bet you feel real nice with that, don't you? Metal Claw. Nice. Nice and simple, baby. I was also talking about like cutting my hair. I don't know if I've mentioned this in this series so far, but like the long hair has been here for a while, and most of you, in fact all of you who have seen me do face cam LPs would know that I've had these lovely locks for a very, very long time, since I've been doing face cam let's plays. But I've had long hair much longer than that. And the thing is with it, right, is I like the long hair, right? But it's starting to get to that point where I'm annoyed. I just ice beamed my partner on accident. Watch, I freeze him. I don't. Okay, good. I was trying to ice beam the Pelipper, but it just didn't let me. They just didn't let me get over to him and stay on him. But I love the locks, but it's starting to get to the point where it gets annoying. So like when I run, sometimes it gets in my mouth. Obviously, I can fix that by just putting my hair up, but I don't want to feel like I constantly have to put my hair up, which makes me think like girls who have like the super long hair. It's like, wow, you guys take a lot of time to put that stuff together. Especially when it comes to like special occasions, like much respect with that. But also, it just gets to the point where like if I'm sleeping, like it's just covering my entire face. So like when I turn, because like I said, I think I said this in video, but if not, I sleep on my stomach. So it's like flat down, like completely down, because my face is basically going into the pillow, or my face is to the side. So like the side that has this side is like all up on my face. So it's just kind of like, it's getting annoying in that regard. And I know I can cut it. I mean, I probably haven't cut it since... I want to say I haven't cut it since I went back to school this semester. I want to say that's when I got my hair cut last. But I'm not sure. I know that was the last time I shaved, and one of the things I actually wanted to sort of do going into the new year is with like my hair and stuff. I'm not full-fledged confident just yet that I'm gonna chop my hair off, because I gotta find a hairstyle that I really like and I think I would rock. Because the last time I had short hair was when I was a freshman in high school. I'm currently a junior in college. And the last time I had that short hair, I didn't like the haircut. So I couldn't do anything about it except just sit there and just let it grow in. And I was basically like, nah, I gotta let it grow back in because I don't like how it looks right now. I'll continue this tangent once we get into the battle. I get it now. You're responsible for educating the Pokemon. I don't care what good reason you may have, but I don't want you bringing any trouble into my mind. We're Team Galactic. We'll take all the Pokemon we want. Isn't that right, partner? You said it, brother, so that's what we're going to do. We're abducting all the Pokemon from this rusted-out Iron Island. Share in all the joys and all the sorrows. That is how all the trainers and Pokemon live in Sinnoh. I won't allow anyone to defy the code of ethics. Come on, Tristan. This battle is one we can't lose. But yeah, like, my hair, I'm not, like, completely sure what I would want to do with it. I'm not going to look like the Team Galactic grunts. Like, if I got a haircut like that, I would rather just go bald or wear a wig, to be honest. And one of the things, like, I was telling to Jenna, and I think I was telling this to, like, my boys as well. Since there's so much hair of my, like, on my head, I wouldn't mind, like, donating it to charity, like, the day that I choose to chop it all off, like, to, like, a wig. Donating charity or something like that. Because there's a lot of it. Like, it goes down to, like, my collarbone. That's a lot of hair. And I would like to donate it to a good cause, if anything. It's just, I haven't mustered up the courage because I don't have a short hairstyle that I would like to rock. And a lot of people who know me would probably be like, oh my god. But like tying into what I was saying with like the facial hair is like, I want to find out, because I'll probably ask like my dad, because you know he knows how to grow a beard because he has a full face of hair. I just want to know like what tactics he does when it comes to like, well, first of all, I want this to connect here, my mustache into my beard, but also like up to, like, you can probably see like a little bit here. That's probably the most hair that I've had on my chin probably my entire life. That's a fair judgment. But I want it to sort of connect and just like from my cheeks to like my chin. Like I want it to look like when I have a beard, I have facial hair. Like I want to look I want to look older when I have facial hair on my face. Like, if I look like a baby when I shave, then that's fine, because I'm supposed to look baby face. But even with facial hair, I don't look like I'm much older. But that's because it doesn't necessarily grow in a good way. So it's just I wanna learn how to do that, because I'm 21 now. I was gonna say I'm gonna be 22 next year, which is not a lie, but I'm not gonna be 22 for a while next year. But I'm just saying, like, when I am a full-fledged adult, like, and they see me, I like feeling young, but I don't want to completely look like a kid for the rest of my life. And that's kind of like what I was like thinking with like my hair. If I cut it off, then I might look older, maybe? Look more mature? I don't know. Thanks, you really helped me out. Listen, I have a Pokemon egg here. Would you take it with you? Yes, thanks. I'd like you to show that Pokemon that hatches from that egg all sorts of new places. We'll send it to a box right now. I'll hatch the egg sometime later. Spending time with you was very enjoyable. I intend to test my skills in other places from now on. Let's meet again. Take care on the way out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch you up front. I like that. We have enough time, right? To take on the gym? We definitely have enough time. Definitely have enough time. We got a shiny stone, which is nice. That evolves Togetic and Togekiss, right? Shiny stone? It's not Dawnstone? I think Dawnstone is Roselia to Roserade, correct? I think so. I could be very much wrong with that statement. And if I am wrong, don't be afraid to say, hey, it's not the Dawnstone, it's the Shiny Stone. I always get those two mixed up when it comes to their evolutions, because their evolutions came out, or that stone I believe came out in Gen 4. This was always one of my favorite gyms to do as a kid, because I thought the concept of it was just so neat. So neat. But, what am I trying to say? Ooh, the background looks kind of clean. Background looks kind of clean. Not gonna lie. I was gonna say, at level 36, are we gonna be able to do work here? And the answer is yes, we should be able to do work. Get a burn, get a burn, get a burn. Darn it. I was really hoping we got a burn there, just because I wanted to just kill him off in one hit, but I guess not. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been thinking about it with like my hair recently, because I've had my long hair for a very long time. I really, really have. And it can't go on forever. It's just the tough part with it is I just don't feel like I have the courage to just be like, you know what? Today's the day. Because when I did that my freshman year, I really hated how short my hair looked. So I haven't done it since then. But I have gotten haircuts, basically, is what I'm saying. I've just not gotten it cut short. Like, I've only gotten, I think, one haircut this entire year, and that was back in, like, August. So that's just putting into perspective how much I do with that. You're literally learning Water Pulse at level 46? Oh my god, what a fucking waste. I was also talking about this with Jenna because, like, we both ran. Whoa, that was really fucking fast. But we both ran cross country in high school. I still run cross country and track in high school, and I still run it today. In college, she doesn't, but it's besides the point. But when it comes to doing a sport like cross country, and again, this is applicable to most sports, where you're in just like sweaty shoes or skates or whatever for a certain amount of time. But my feet are fricked up. And I was talking with Jenna, I'm like, listen, I don't want to be embarrassed by this because it's just something that I think the embarrassment is just one of those things where it's like I haven't done it before myself, so I'm just nervous to try it. But I want to go get a pedicure. I think it's a pedicure. The ones that you get on your feet, because my feet have been torn to shreds, and I'd like them to look not necessarily like fancy or like exquisite. Exquisite's not the right word there, but that's besides the point. I just want them to not look gross, because I have like an insecurity about them when I like go out to the beach, or like whenever I'm like out with like Jenna, because like Jenna, she can wear like her sandals or whatever and have her feet out, because I guess that's just kind of like normal fashion standards when it comes to clothes and stuff like that. But like for me, like if I go out to like the beach or anything like that, I always wear socks. Like I have my Crocs and I have socks on with them, just because, like I said, I don't like showing off my feet unless I absolutely have to, because I'm not gonna go swimming into like a pool or like Lake Michigan with my socks on. I'm not that insecure about it, but I don't like having them out when I go to places like that if I don't need to, basically. So I get really bad like sock tan lines like over the summer, kind of because of it. But if I just go and get a pedicure one time, or maybe like have a consistent, I guess, schedule with it, then I won't mind. I think another reason why I don't want to do it myself is because I know if I go by myself, one, I'm not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about, and two, I don't want to be judged super hardcore about my feet. Now, I am very much aware that there's probably always going to be one person who has worse feet than I do, but I don't want to be the guy who has those worst feet, which I don't think I do, because they are fucked up in the sense of like they're really, really dry, and I feel like I've told this story before, but if I haven't, I got my foot stepped on by a hockey skate, which it was like my second to last year playing hockey. Oh, we're learning Thunderwave? Oh, I'm gonna really howl then. We got T-Wave, that's gonna be super clutch for us when it comes to catching mons. But yeah, my second to last year of me playing ice hockey, I got my foot stepped on by a hockey skate when we were in the locker room. And I remember the pain coming from it. Luckily, nothing worse happened. Like, I didn't lose any toes or anything like that, but I just remember the pain of, like, basically not feeling like I was able to walk. Why isn't a Zoom roll in a steel type gym, by the way? I was gonna say something about that with like the Skorupi earlier. I wasn't gonna say anything about Onyx, because Onyx was, it was somewhat close. But like an Azumarill being in this gym doesn't make sense. And Skorupi doesn't make sense either, so like, come on now, we can do better than that. But if any of you have ever played hockey before, then you know how heavy like the equipment bags are with all your stuff in there. So I basically can't feel anything in like my right foot. And I get into the lobby to go and leave, and I'm limping, like visibly limping. And my mom is like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, I drop the bag and I like take off my shoe, and then I take off my sock, And not to get like super gross with it, it's just dripping blood. And I'm like, ew. And like you could like I look down and see the entirety of my foot. It's just like think of how your hand would look if you have like ketchup on it. It looked like that. So I'll continue this when we get into the gym because I don't see Byron being that big of a deal. That's Orberg's gym badge. I see. You defeated my son. That's no surprise. He still has much to learn. In place of my son Rourke, I, Byron, will accept your challenge. But, yeah, with my foot being stepped on by the skate, it fucked up my pinky toenail, and I guess what you would call my ring finger, but it would be my ring finger toenail. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to someone. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I can't describe it better, but those are the toes that got really messed up by it. Like toenails, like they're gonna be messed up for the rest of my life because of that. But, actually no, it was also my middle toe as well, I forgot. So, when like I saw how it looked like after we like cleaned up all the blood and stuff like that, I had like really deep blood blisters. So basically, I wasn't able to do like any sort of like running, or not running, any sort of like PE activity in PE, even though I really, really wanted to, or practice for ice hockey for 2 days. Like when it comes to like serious injuries, like breaking bones or anything like that, that's probably the closest I've gotten to breaking a bone and being put out for injury. Because like, I've had injuries for like cross country and track and field that have kept me out for most of the season, but those are always like muscular problems. Like this was the closest I think I've gone to actually breaking a bone, and I hated how much it hurt. But what was even like worse was like they had to like, and again, it's gonna sound just like gruesome, or not necessarily gruesome, but kind of graphic. Is like they had to like take like some sort of drill and like drill it inside of like the nail, right? I'm not necessarily trying to flip off the camera, but like they took like a drill and they like drilled inside the nail so that way they could like alleviate the pressure of the blood blister, and then they just basically drained out all of the blood and just talking about it now made me kind of squeamish, but I remember this because it happened to me when I was like 13, 14 years old. And like I said, it was the closest I've ever gotten to breaking a bone, I would say anyways. And it was almost worse than just breaking a bone. It was almost like, hey, you don't have any toes on your right foot. I really got a freeze on the Steelix. Bet it doesn't matter that much. Oh, that's why they were out speeding. I was gonna say, I'm like, why am I not hitting first when it comes to the attacking the Steelix? But I see now. But yeah, ever since like I got my feet messed up with that, and then just doing cross country and track and field for as long as I've been doing it, which is 7 years now. This will be my 8th year of track. So, yeah. Like, I don't see myself running as much once I get out of college. Like, yeah, I'll do coaching and stuff like that, or that's the plan anyways. But I don't see myself running as much as I do now. I only see myself doing that again for like 1 more year, and that's with me still being in college. So after that, I don't see myself doing that much ever again. This man has a Thunderbolt on a Bastiodon. And I'm not gonna lie, for it being 7 levels under, and Bastiodon not having any sort of attack power, that did a decent amount of damage. To a base 100 across the board Mon. That did a decent amount of damage. Not gonna lie at all. Alright, Shy's level 38. And Byron has been defeated. He was only kind of annoying because of Sturdy Mons, really. You were strong enough to take down my prize team of Pokemon. In recognition of that power, I give you this, the Mind Badge. Ooh, my badges are a little risky. I mean, to be fair, it has been a while since we've gotten a gym. Well, it's felt like a while anyways. We can now use Strength. You now have 6 gym badges. This means all Pokemon up to level 70 will obey you without question. Here, take these 2. Alright, we got the stickers. I do know of an area that I can explore. There's a couple areas that I can explore now because we have the ability to use... Right, we have the ability to use Strength, right? Yeah, we do have it. Okay. I wasn't sure if we did or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this gym, and then we can go ahead and wrap up the episode all willy-nilly. And we are good. Never mind. Hey, that's the Mind Badge. Good going. You've been tough enough to take a shot at the Pokemon Champion. Of course, I'm tougher, so that's not actually going to happen. Anyways, Tristan, come with me to the library. You know what's funny, too? Is that, like, to an extent, like, Drake would say some of these things. Like, if this was, like, somewhat canon, Drake would say something like that. It's like, you're pretty much strong enough to take on the champion. Except I'm gonna do it first, so it's whatever. Anyways, besides that, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that like button down below because it would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys subscribe as well. And if you guys could do me a favor, go ahead and follow my socials linked in the description below. We got my TikTok and my Twitter. Very much like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And I will see you guys for the next episode of the series. Peace out, everybody.